Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jones Gymnasium on the campus of Cherry Hill High School West, where tonight's featured attraction, the Cougars of Cherry Hill East, will be visiting the Lions of Cherry Hill West for a featured varsity basketball matchup. Starting for the Cougars, 6'1" senior, the leading scorer for the Cougars, Dan Carback. Another senior on the team, 6'4" forward, Daryl Mapp. He is the leading rebounder. Starting for the Cougars also, 6'1" freshman Eric Henry, along with 6'2" junior Tim McKee. And in his first game back after a foot injury, the 6'3" senior Jim Brumbaugh. I'm Eric Schwartz.
I'm Alan Zapp.
And we'll be bringing you all tonight's action live right here from Jones Gymnasium. For the Lions of Cherry Hill West, starting will be senior number 10, Marlon Nufable. He's a 5'8" point guard out of Heritage Junior High School, known as an excellent ball handler. In the backcourt joining Marlon will be number 3, senior Ney Gonzalez, 5'11" off guard, extremely versatile athlete. Also starting, number 42, 6'4" senior Eric Moskowitz. Top rebounder on the team, Eric plays center. Also up front, number 54, senior Jason Chambers, the 6'2" forward, averaging 19.1 points per game, the best of the Lions. And rounding out the Lions starting lineup, number 33, David Cohen, a 6'1" power forward, known around South Jersey as an excellent hustler. Well, Al, tonight we'll be seeing the first matchup, possibly ever in the history of basketball, between two twin brothers who live in the same house and are constantly competing against each other. That'll be Glenn Brumbaugh and starter Jim Brumbaugh for the Cherry Hill East Cougars.
You know, it brings to mind the 1985 East-West game where two twins also played, but they happened to be both from the same school, and that was Nick and Tom Katsikas, Cherry Hill East.
That's true. Winding down towards game time, and the cheerleaders will give us a hi hello. Coaching the Cougars this evening was John Valori. Mr. Valori recently picked up his 200th victory, and he'll be going for number 201 this evening.
Eric, I think we should talk a little bit about being as we are from Cherry Hill East, the problems that Cherry Hill East basketball program has gone through this season.
Maybe you can elaborate on that, Alan.
Well, after the loss of senior forward Glenn Foley, traditionally leading scorer of the varsity team last 2.5 years, quit because of football recruiting. He has been recruited heavily as a football star. Also plaguing East basketball, Floyd Lewis, another varsity player from his junior year on, who's now a senior, quit also to pursue academics and his track career.
All right, coaching the Lions this evening is Don Merritt. He's assisted by Mr. Tom Longmore. Assistant coach for Cherry Hill East is Mr. Steve Polinsky. Student managers, and they always play an important part in the East-West rivalry. For Cherry Hill West, Miss Dana Allen, and for Cherry Hill East, the combination of Mike Little V. Hirschman and Ian Paul.
I can feel the tension in the air.
Yes, you can. You can cut it with a knife.
It's electrifying. Notice on the Cherry Hill East bench, that's Iron Stratzler. He has a dislocated shoulder. He won't be participating in this evening's game.
Marlon, if you would, please, talk a little bit about 6'1" freshman Eric Henry and his contribution to the varsity program this year.
Well, Eric Henry's been a surprise. Nobody really expected him to shine as he has so far this season. He's been a real plus.
As they introduced the West Lions to the floor, it should be noted that they came up with a big victory here at home against then 6th ranked in South Jersey, Paul VI High School. It was a big victory for them and probably their best of the season. West is now 7-7, and they haven't lost at home all year. East, however, is 4-9, have been eliminated from the Group 4 playoffs.
The East-West game is a game of pride, as it has always been and it shall be tonight. So we still expect a very exciting, very action-packed game.
Yes. The Cougars and the Lions both come out for the opening tip. For Cherry Hill West, it'll be number 42, Eric Moskowitz. For East, it'll be number 32, Daryl Matt. West controls the tap. Nufable brings it up back court.
An excellent ball handler, Nufable.
Shuttle on the baseline. That was Carback. Dribbles to McKee. To Brumbaugh. Running jump shot. It's good.
Look for Jim Brumbaugh to be a key for Cherry Hill East in this game. He's going to be their go-to guy.
Nufable brings it up against man-to-man East defense. Nufable, jumper, no good. Tip backed it in, looked like David Cohen there.
Impressive rebounding there.
Dan Carback, left-hand dribble, right-hand dribble. Into Daryl Mapp, up strong. And he walked.
I assure you, Daryl Mapp is not happy with that call.
Nufable brings the ball up just over the timeline.
Hounded by Craig
Tim
Smith.
McKee.
Oh, my fault.
Shot by David Cohen, no good. Rebound, Daryl Mapp for Dan Carback. Brings it up against a tough man-to-man by Cherry Hill West to Tim McKee. To Jim Brumbaugh. Jump shot by Jim. It's good.
It's a quick 2 buckets already for Jim Brumbaugh.
Marlon Nufable covered by Tim McKee. In the lane. Back out to David Cohen. Swing it out for Marlon Nufable for 3. No good. Rebound David Cohen. On the floor, picked up by Tim McKee. Dan Carback. Inside to Eric Henry. No good. Rebound inside. Taken by Jason Chambers.
At this point, John Valori cannot be happy with his rebounding.
Marlon Nufable to Gonzalez for 2. No good. Rebound Mapp. Carback brings it up. Pulls up. No. Out of bounds. Out of bounds off Gonzalez. Cherry Hill West.
I don't think Jim Brumbaugh was paying attention on that play.
Nufable holds high. Sees Moskowitz. 15-footer, no good. Rebound. Picked up by Eric Henry. Carback dribbles. Top of the key. Into Daryl Mapp. Up. And he traveled. No, a jump ball.
Oh, is that a jump ball? A jump ball.
Cherry Hill East retains possession. Henry to Brumbaugh. Out to Carback for 3. It's good. Dan Carback, deadly three-point shooter.
Well, the three-point shot is always a big part of John Valori's strategy in every basketball game he plays.
Moskowitz draws the foul.
Hammered.
He'll be shooting 2.
By the way, for those of you who just tuned in the girls' game, West won 45-44 in a very, very, very tight contest.
No shots. Marlon Nufable inbounds to Moskowitz. To Nufable, covered closely by Tim McKee. To Moskowitz, takes it strong. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Moskowitz.
Excellent defensive positioning by Brumbaugh, don't you think, Al?
Oh, definitely.
Henry to inbound against the Cherry Hill West press. It's the first time we've seen that this game. To Henry, to Carback. Carback dribbles. Almost stolen. Carback swing it right for Brumbaugh. Down low to Matt, take it up strong. Nice Darryl. 2 more points for Darryl Matt.
Impressive inside move for Darryl Matt.
Darryl should have his way inside with the shorter Cherry Hill West. Alan, is that correct?
Well, it looks to be that way so far. It'd be interesting to see how this
Offensive foul
contest
down low by
unfolds.
Marlon Nufable. Henry will inbound to Brumbaugh. Dribbles right. Passes out off Cherry Hill West. It'll be Cougars ball. 4:20 left in the first quarter.
Up to this point, Eric, I've gotten the sense that this game has become a bit choppy. Do you think?
I believe that's right. Brumbaugh gets stripped of the ball. Cohen dribbles down the lane. Layup is good. Nice coast-to-coast move by Dave Cohen.
Marlon Nufable really hounding Dan Carback as he brings up the ball. Every trip up the floor. That's going to wear Dan Carback down before the end of this game.
Carback to Matt. To McKee. Into Matt. Strong move. That's good.
Darryl Mapp establishing himself as a force inside. A bit of a surprise there.
Well, Darryl's always been a strong inside player for Coach John Valori.
Not much of a surprise there.
West will take the ball out of bounds. Nufable to inbound.
Nufable is a very sharp passer, by the way. Don't be surprised if you see a look away or behind the back or a between the legs type pass somewhere in this game. Very talented young man.
Top of the key. Nate Gonzalez to Cohen. Strong drive.
No basket.
Foul.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on
Offensive
play.
foul.
Excellent defensive positioning by Cherry Hill East. As East leads 11-6. with 3:31
John Valori's
left
got to
in
be
the first
happy
quarter.
with the defense his guys are playing up to this point.
Pressure defense, man-to-man by Cherry Hill West. Henry in the backcourt. Dribbling strong. Picks it up to Carback.
Freshman
for
keeping
three.
his composure during this game.
No good. Rebound, Henry. To Matt. Matt runs it down in the corner. Off Cherry Hill West. It'll be East ball underneath their own
It was a
basket.
heads-up play by Darryl Mapp. He was cornered by 2 West players, and he threw it off one of the West players' legs. Very heads-up play.
Carback tipped out of bound by Nate Gonzalez.
Cherry Hill East is going to have to be very smart with their passes. Cherry Hill West has a lot of quick-handed people. Again, Marlon Nufable all over Dan Carback.
To McKee for Carback. In the map. Strong move. Darryl Mapp is establishing himself well inside.
Looks like Darryl's going to be a real force in this game. They're going to look to him a lot inside.
Nufable covered by McKee. To Cohen. Strong drive. Dishes off to Chambers. It's good.
Tom Chambers, the big scorer for Cherry Hill West.
Chambers is averaging 19.1 a game. Excellent total for high school ball. Just into the game, number 40, Glenn Brumbaugh for the West Lions.
I wonder if he'll be playing his twin brother Jim on defense.
There's another two for Chambers. Cuts the East lead to 3, 13-10. Carback dribbles top of the key to Jim Brumbaugh. Jim with a jump shot. No good. Rebound. Henry. Henry runs it down to Carback. Carback dribble, top of the key. McKee inside, stolen away. Nate Gonzalez on the break. Little jump shot, no good. Rebound, Carback. Carback dribbles, left-hand dribble, just crosses the timeline.
The West backcourt have been very quick on defense. They're very quick hands, very good timing.
Jumper by Brumbaugh, no good. Carback runs it down. Carback dribbles, draws the foul, no good. Foul number 10, Marlon Nufable.
Nufable's really applying a lot of pressure on Carback.
Danny Carback shooting 2. Into the game, number 11, backup guard Ed Emerly, and he'll replace
Dan Carback, a solid free throw shooter.
Ed Emerly will replace Marlon Nufable. Carback makes it foul shot. East leads 14-10.
Emerly with those Kareem Abdul-Jabbar style glasses. You wonder if he's had an injury this season.
Nate Gonzalez, no good. Rebound, Carback. East with a chance to take a 6-point lead on this trip. Brumbaugh is fouled.
It was hammered. He was clobbered.
Foul number 3, Nate Gonzalez.
Nate Gonzalez, a great leaper, was just found himself way up in the air and had no place to go except right down on Jim Brumbaugh.
Jim Brumbaugh at the line, shooting 2. Makes 1. I think it's important to note that Jim and Glenn's brother, Alan, was a star here for Cherry Hill West in the mid-1980s. He's now at Franklin and Marshall College, making himself a fine reputation as a Division III star.
Surprising Cherry Hill East with a 6-point lead here, Eric.
Emerly misses. Carback the rebound. Dan's doing an excellent job of coming down and getting those long defensive rebounds.
Oh,
Is that right?
He's definitely outrunning the Cherry West guards. He's out hustling him for that rebound. Good pass.
Now in the game for Tim McKee is number 20, Mark Adler. He'll be covering Ed Emerly, number 11, with the ball.
Little reach-in foul there.
It's a shot at John Valori. Recently picked up his 200th win.
He's got to be happy with East's performance so far, especially with Cherry Hill West 6-0 record at home. To be up by 6 points this early in the game it's got to be a real uplifting thing for John Valori.
.31 seconds left in the quarter. David Cohen to Emerly inside the Moskovitz. Layup missed. Picked up by Mark Adler.
I think East will play for one shot here, Eric.
East will. Adler for Brumbaugh. 6 seconds left.
He's got to do something quick.
Brumbaugh with a jumper, no good. And that's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cherry Hill East 16, Cherry Hill West 10. We'll turn it over to Jody Fisher and Mike Lindenbaum right now for second quarter play-by-play and analysis.
Thank you very much, Eric. The end of one quarter. Cherry Hill East Cougars 16, Cherry Hill West Lions 10. I'm Jody Fisher.
I'm Mike Lindenbaum.
And we'll be doing commentary for the second and fourth quarters. Scores after one quarter for Cherry Hill West. Dave Cohen, 6 points. Jason Chambers, 4 points. For Cherry Hill East, Jim Brumbaugh, 6 points. Dan Carbach, 3 points. And Daryl Mapp, 6 points. Mike, why do you think East is in the lead right now? What have they done so far that's enabled them? Are they getting the rebounds, or what are they doing right?
Well, the West defense is looking pretty weak so far, and the East offense is just on tonight. We'll see in the second quarter how it goes.
They're allowing a lot of picks down low, allowing Mapp and Jim Brumbaugh to get free underneath. That's hurting them.
Well, Mapp's been pretty much dominating onto the boards, but we'll see now with Glenn Brumbaugh in there. Hopefully it'll be better for West.
Okay, West will inbound to start the second quarter. Score is 16-10 in favor of the Cougars. Gonzalez to Ed Emerly. Replaced Newfable in the first quarter after Newfable had 2 fouls. Newfable, excuse me. Chambers a shot, no. Cohen the shot, no. Emerly the follow, no. Cohen the rebound, and he put it in. That's the 8th point for Cohen. Carbach dribbles it up. It's over to Mapp, number 34, shoots. No good. Gonzalez tips it, saves it to Emerly. Emerly dribbles it up. Over to Brumbaugh, inside, over his brother. It's good, and the crowd goes nuts. Brumbaugh with his first 2 points, and East takes possession. 16-14 in favor of the Cougars. Daryl Mapp on the inside, number 34. And they'll say the ball went out of bounds on East. And East calls a timeout. Excuse me, that was a charging foul.
Farling dribbles up with the ball, pass to Cohen. Cohen to Gonzalez, score, Gonzalez.
Okay, Carbach dribbles it down. That was Gonzalez's first 2 points. Carbach. A near steal by Gonzalez, but it's still East will retain possession. East inbounds, number 20, Glenn Adler, into Jim Brumbaugh. That's Carbach with the ball. He swings it around back to Adler. Brumbaugh shoots off the front of the rim. Mapp the rebound is off the front of the rim. Rebound, Glenn Brumbaugh, the twin brother of Jim Chambers. He's fouled. They're going to call the black. Entering the game for Cherry Hill West, Steve Farling, number 23, replacing Emerly. Chambers will be at the line shooting 2. Score is tied at 16 after the Gonzalez basket. Chambers has been having a little problem with his free throws lately. Let's see if he improves for this game, and he gets to the first end. Chambers' 5th point. It's really tough sometimes when you're in a free throw slump to get out. You just
Well, Chambers is really psyched up tonight. He really wants to beat East, as does the entire West team.
Well, he missed a second. Adler dribbles it down, shoots for 3, no good. Rebound, number 50. That was Tim McKee, blocked by Brumbaugh. In the 44, David Allen out to McKee. McKee dribbles around, finds Adler inside. And they're calling a foul, I believe on Brumbaugh. Yeah, foul will be on Brumbaugh. Maybe I should be more specific. The foul is on Glenn Brumbaugh. As you may or may not know, twins are playing in this game. Jim and Glenn Brumbaugh. Jim plays for East, Glenn plays for West. So you know there's a rivalry there. Map at the line. He gets the front end of a 1-and-1. That's his 7th point.
Pretty sure this is the first time 2 twins have ever played against each other in an interscholastic basketball game. What do you think, Jody?
Good bet. Good bet. And Matt misses the second. But that's just the Cherry Hill East, Cherry Hill West rivalry, the #1 rivalry on the East Coast. Back to live action. Cohen, strong move to the hoop and scores on a layup. Cohen has 10 points. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Farling. East will retain possession. McKee inbounds to Adler. Adler dribbles around top. Over to McKee. McKee to Carbach. Carbach inside to Mapp. Back out to Adler to Carbach. A long 3-pointers off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Cohn, who starts a fast break. Farling, no good. Rebound, Cohen, and he is fouled by 4 East players. Cohen took it strong to the hoop, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he'll be on the line shooting 2. He already has 10 points.
Cohen's been pretty consistent from the line this year. Let's see what he does here.
He is a pressure player. He's the only junior starter for this West Lion team. He shoots. The first one is good. And West takes a 20-17 lead. Cohen looking for his 12th point. Call lane violation? Yes?
Yes.
Lane violation, East will inbound.
A violation on West.
Adler dribbles around. Carbach. Inside to Mapp, almost stolen by Chambers. McKee. Outside to Carbach. Carbach does not have a shy gun. Over to Adler. Adler inside over to McKee. McKee went inside to Eric Henry, had the ball stripped, and it goes out to Nate Gonzalez.
The West defense is playing a lot better this quarter. They're really psyched up for this game.
And with an assist from Steve Farling, Nate Gonzalez buries it. 15-footer. It's his 4th point. West goes up by 5. McKee over to Carbach. Carbach around to Adler. Adler back to McKee. McKee over to Carbach. Carbach from the outside gets his own rebound, goes inside, knocks over Cohen. Couple shots. And on a foul, it's a little fast for me to call, but Darryl Mapp got the rebound off it. Eric Henry missed and put it in. Gonzalez, long distance, no good. Rebound, Darryl Mapp.
West offense is starting to slow down a little bit.
Carbach around to McKee for 3, and it rhymes. And Brumbaugh comes down with the rebound. He gets it out to Gonzalez. Tries the layup, no good. Rebound, Darryl Mapp. 22-19 in favor of the Lions. 3:07 left in this second quarter. Adler for 3. No good. And they'll call a foul on Mapp. Number 14, Rich Howe, comes in the game. He will replace Adler. Brumbaugh will shoot the 1-and-1 on the foul after the foul by Matt. He has 2 points.
Glenn Brumbaugh came into this game really confident tonight.
He misses the front end. Cohen, the strong rebound, puts it up, and good. Dave Cohen, having an excellent game, has 13 points already. He got the good position there. Howe is the new point guard for East. Out to McKee. McKee over to Howe. Inside, Eric Henry. They're going to call the foul. Foul's on number 3. That's Ney Gonzalez. Eric Henry, a 6'1" freshman, will be on the line, shooting the 1-and-1.
Eric Henry just started playing varsity for East recently, but he's been doing really well, scoring a lot of points.
Henry hits the first end, the front end. That's his first point. Scores 24-20 now, favor of the Lions. And he misses. Second one hard off the iron. Rebound goes to Brumbaugh. Farling brings it up. Farling over to Cohen. Cohen outside to Chambers. They'll call the travel.
Farling, by the way, has just recovered from a recent back injury. It's surprising he's playing so much varsity time tonight.
It's the experience. You need that experience next year because West will graduate 4 starting seniors. Howe dribbles it up for West. East, rather. Inside to Matt. Blocked by Brumbaugh. Chambers picks up the loose ball. Down court. Cohen.
Glenn Brumbaugh is really playing fantastic defense tonight. He's really psyched up. He wants to beat East and his brother.
27-20 in favor of the Lions. Foul on the play. Moskovitz comes in the game, replaces Brumbaugh. Mapp is on the line, looking for his 10th point. Chariot West is leading, 27-20. Mapp eyes the bucket, and it's good. A lot of noise here at the Jones Gym as Mapp gets ready for his second free throw. And his second free throw is good, his 11th point. West gets pressure, full court from East. Farling gets the ball over the timeline and throws it out of bounds. East ball, they're trailing by 5 with 1:41 left in the second quarter. Howe dribbles it across the timeline. Dribbles to his right. Gives it to number 22, Karbach. Back to Howe. Out to Karbach, who's not shy to shoot. McKee. Back out to Karbach, inside to Henry. Karbach for three is good. His second three-pointer. East is only down by 2. Cohen to the inside, strong move, gets his own rebound. Follows it up, no good. Moskovitz is good on the follow-through. Looked like he knocked down 2 East players to get to the ball, but he scored the 2 points anyhow. Howe dribbles up over to Karbach, inside to Matt, strong move, and he is fouled, and he goes hard to the floor. And he looks a bit shaken up, but gets up. There you see the time, 36 seconds left in the first half. And Mapp will be on the line. Familiar place for him. Number 4, Sean Sr. comes in the game, a long-distance shooter for West. Darryl Mapp. And he hits his first free throw. Mapp has 12 points. And East is down by 3 with 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Hits his second free throw. He has 13 points. Full court pressure by East. Chambers. They're going to call a kickball there. Number 51, John Martini, has entered the game. He replaces Moskovitz. West will try the inbound pass again. Seeing the pressure, Senior now, East backs off. Senior dribbles it across the timeline. Out to Farling, air ball. Chambers gets that pass and puts it in strong. Chambers has his 7th point.
Farling's still a little rusty from being out for a while, but once he gets on, we'll see what he can do.
Down to the final 8 seconds of the quarter. Karbach to his right, shoots, blocked, and the ball goes out of bounds off of East with 2 seconds left. Long pass down court. They're going to reset the clock to 1 second. Ball went off an East player.
This has been a pretty intense first half. A lot of banging going on in the lane there.
They have 1 second to get some offense. If they score a basket here, they'll bring the house down.
I'd say they're probably going to give it to Senior. He's got a great shot from the outside.
The East coach is not too happy. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get a technical. I don't think he will. Looks like he was just screaming at his own player anyhow. Farling to inbound. Senior, and it's off. He had the open three-pointer, couldn't hit it. And at the buzzer, the score, West Lions 31. East Cougars 27. For the rest of the East scores, Dan Karbach, 6 points. Darryl Mapp, their leading scorer, with 13. Eric Henry has a free throw. For West, Dave Cohen, game high scorer so far with 16 points. Chambers has 7, Brumbaugh 2, Gonzalez 4, and Moskovitz chipped in with 2 points.
As a matter of fact, Dave Cohen, who's over at West now, used to play for East, surprisingly enough. He transferred over here after his freshman year.
And both of them, coincidentally, not surprisingly though, have heard the calls of traitor throughout the stands because they feel that they should have added their talents to their respective sides of Cherry Hill. But both of them have been playing very well for the schools they play for now.
It looks like we're getting the better side of the trade tonight, with Cohen scoring 16 points so far and West having a 4-point lead.
The second quarter was West played much better than they did the first. They played a little up-tempo. They ran the ball. They weren't afraid to run the ball up court much.
Well, the West defense underneath in the lane has been really good in the second quarter. Glenn Brumbaugh has been playing really intensely.
He's had about 3 block shots.
I think he's playing so intensely tonight because he just doesn't want to get shown up by his brother, who's gotten a lot of press lately.
Okay, and that's the end of the half. As noted, we'll be back in the third quarter with more East commentary. Score at the half: Cherry Hill West Lions 31, Cherry Hill East Cougars 27. Mike and I will see you again in the fourth quarter.
McGruff here. If someone asks you to try drugs, think of me and say what I'd say. And to help you, have one of these masks.
Wow, thanks, McGruff.
Now, what are you gonna say if someone asks you to try drugs?
My mom and dad told me not to, and I wouldn't lie to them.
Sensational.
Don't use drugs. Don't use drugs.
Here's how you can get a free mask. And on the back are more ways to say no and help me take a bite out of crime.
Hi, and welcome back to Jones Gymnasium here at Cherry Hill West with a score after one half of play. Cherry Hill West 31, Cherry Hill East 27. Going to go over a little bit of the halftime scoring for the leaders in the game, Cherry Hill West. Leading scorer for them will be number 55, junior David Cohen. David's got 16 points. Scoring also for Cherry Hill West, number 54, Jason Chambers, he has 7. Number 40, Glenn Brumbaugh has 2. Number 30, Nate Gonzalez has 4. Number 42, center Eric Moskowitz also chipped in with 2. For the East Cougars, Dan Carbeck scored 7 points, chipped in with 4 rebounds. Jim Brumbaugh had 6 points, also had 3 assists. Darryl Mapp had a monster first half with 13 points, 7 rebounds, and also he had a steal. Glenn Adler contributed with 2 rebounds. Eric Henry had a point, 4 rebounds, and an assist. David Allen chipped in with a rebound. And Tim McKee had 1 steal and 1 assist to round out the contributions for East in the first half. Going into the second half, what do you think East needs to do to come out with a win? Allen?
I think they're going to have to go back to what they were doing in the first quarter, and that was really getting into Darryl inside. They're going to have to continue doing that. I think it's going to come down to them having to hit their 3-point shot, which they didn't do much of in the first half. And I think you're going to see them either taking it a lot more or not taking it at all.
Okay, inbounding the ball, Eric Henry to Dan Carback. Left to right, Dan Carback to Brumbaugh. Little 8-footer. No good. Rebound Moskowitz. Nate Gonzalez on the break to David Cohen. Takes it strong to the hoop. It's good.
David Cohen's been a scoring machine thus far.
Yes, he has. You know, David did go to Cherry Hill East for his first 2 years of high school. And it's possible that he is really getting up for his old teammates.
Well, with 18 points, I think we can fairly say so.
Carback dribbles, holds high to Brumbaugh, inside the map. Brumbaugh to Map, strong inside. Darryl Map.
East is going to have to look to him all the rest of this game if they want to pull it out.
Marlon Nufable. Foul off the ball. Looks like a freshman mistake by number 42, Eric Henry.
Surprised by the number of minutes Eric Henry's gotten thus far.
Yes, he's sure to be a big contributor to the East program in the future. Eric was a kicker on Cherry Hill East's Group 4 South Jersey Championship football team. He did a fine job.
An excellent athlete.
Yes. Marlon Nufable turns it over. Picked up by Darryl Mapp out to Carback. Carback dribbles high. Brumbaugh almost loses it to Tim McKee. Tim McKee looks for somebody to pass to Mapp, out to McKee. McKee goes to the lane to Mapp, and Mapp gives it up. Mapp dives.
What hustle on both sides.
2 men down, Moskowitz and Mapp. Mapp appears to have a bump on his head.
We've seen Darryl on the floor a couple times this game. He has really been a hustler.
Yes, he has. Attending to him is Cherry Lee's trainer, Dave Callan.
That'd be a terrible loss for Cherry Lee's at this point.
I believe it.
Would you say falling on the hardwood is almost like falling on cement a little bit? It's very hard out there.
Yes.
Oh, that's good to see. That's good to see.
Darryl's up. And it appears he'll stay in the game. No, I think he'll be coming out.
He definitely looks a bit shaken up. It's good to see he's okay.
I believe Darryl has to come out for one sequence of plays till the next stoppage if he'd like to repair. No, he can stay in the game. Darryl appears to be all right.
Courageous. Nothing short of courageous.
Cherry Hill West will inbound the ball. Gonzalez to inbound. Gives it up to Marlon Nufable. Nufable dribbles, crosses the timeline. Covered by Tim McKee. Nufable. Pressured by McKee. Gives it up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Nufable. Nufable dribbles, top of the key. Gonzalez for 2, good.
He's shown stupendous jumping ability.
Yes, he has. It's a nice soft jump shot also.
An excellent athlete.
Carback attacks the trap. Jim Brumbaugh back to Carback. Carback dribbles, finds an open man. Nice pass, Danny Carback. And Eric Henry, the freshman, converts.
That was a clutch play. East was on the verge of letting this game get out of hand. An 8-point lead by West would have really put East in a tough spot.
Nufable, top of the key, holds high to Cohen, jump shot, no good. Rebound Chambers, no good. Rebound Brumbaugh, kick it out to Danny Carback. Carback to Brumbaugh, pulls up, 2-point shot, no good. Rebound Cohen.
Well, that could have cut the lead to 2. That was a big basket.
Chambers for Nufable. 3-point goal, good. Marlon Nufable showing his 3-point shooting ability. David Allen in for block by Moskowitz. West on the break, give it up. Takes it to the hole, it's good. Marlon Nufable showing some excellent guard ability.
Well, what he's showing, Eric, is a great ability to take control of a game when his team needs him. He's providing that spark that West needs to pull ahead in this game, to really pull ahead for good.
Brumbaugh walks.
Again, that was Marlon Nufable who caused that play. That was excellent
Into
defense.
the game, Darryl Mapp and Glenn Adler replacing David Allen and Dan Carback. No. Replacing David Allen and Jim Brumbaugh.
I wonder, Eric, can East come back from a 9-point deficit at this point in the game?
I believe they have the ability to do so. Need to play some good defense down at this end. And then they get a turnover.
They can always use a little help with turnovers and the like.
Adler brings it up against man-to-man pressure. Doesn't want to pick up his dribble. Eric Henry to McKee. Stolen away by Nate Gonzalez. Gonzalez in the open court, sees Chambers. Chambers no good. Rebound Moskowitz takes it strong. No good. Rebound Darryl Mapp. Here comes, a travel. Danny Carback traveled.
Darryl Mapp has done such an outstanding job. I mean, just clearing every rebound for East. He's been incredible.
Really is a force underneath. Dave Cohen, jump shot. No good. Rebound, Darryl Mapp. Having a monster game off the glass.
Just unbelievable.
Danny Carback into Henry. Carback thinks about it. Back into Henry. Out to Adler, to Carback. Swing it inside for Henry. To Carback. Forces it to McKee. Rebound. David Cohen. Jump ball. Heady play by the freshman.
Jump ball. Interesting call. It looked a little bit like a foul on Eric Henry's part.
Seemed that he got a lot of ball. Heady play by the freshman.
Actually, I think it may have been a foul.
Gonzalez crosses the timeline. Nufable to David Cohen. To Gonzalez. Drives the lane. Seems there's a foul. Foul on Danny Carback. Nufable, inbounds. Gonzalez, jump shot, no good. Chambers, for three, no good. Foul underneath. Seems to be a clear out by number 42, Eric
Offensive
Moskowitz. Huge throng on hand here tonight at Jones Gymnasium. Upwards of 25,000 people here tonight.
They've been treated to a game, real contest.
Rich Howe in the game for
Glory's going to want Howe to turn on the fast break to push things up to really
Rich Howe is
pick up the
replacing
pace.
Tim McKee, I believe. Carback into Mapp. Take it strong, Darryl Mapp. Nice move, Darryl.
Darryl Mapp's working so hard this game. One, to get points inside, to get rebounds, which takes a lot of energy. And don't forget, he's also covering Chambers of Cherry West, who is their biggest scorer. He's been doing a lot tonight.
Chambers, no good. Rebound, Moskowitz. Takes it strong. That's two for Moskowitz. Up to this point, I think Darryl has my vote for Chevrolet Most Valuable Player of the Game. At least for the Cherry Leafs Cougars.
Well, logic would indicate that fatigue might be a factor down the stretch with Darryl having to do so much. You wonder how long he could do it all for.
Number 40, Glenn Brumbaugh, replaces Eric Moskowitz. Three-point shot, Nate Gonzalez. It's good! Nate Gonzalez lighting it up from outside.
He's really been a solid player this game.
Rich Howe. Two-point basket by Rich Howe. Nate Gonzalez crosses the timeline. Baseline jumper, Dave Cohen, no good. Tipped up by Nate Gonzalez. A great athletic ability play by Nate Gonzalez.
He's put on a show at this point.
Rich Howe, top of the key for Glenn Adler. Carback thinks about it, does. Foul, Nate Gonzalez. Carback did a nice job of
Doesn't look very happy
establishing
with the
position
call.
on that play. If this 12-point lead holds out for Cherry Hill West, they'll most likely maintain their perfect record here at Jones Gymnasium.
Now, Cherry Leafs is going to have to be wary of the turnover, and they're going to have to force the turnover for Cherry Hill West on defense. They're going to have to play solid D at this point, and they can't make any stupid mistakes now.
Really could use a basket right here. Maybe senior Danny Carback take control, giving a three-point basket or something.
Definitely a clutch sequence, Eric.
Rich Howe, no good. Rebound, Brumbaugh. Glenn, that is. Dave Cohen to Chambers. Chambers for a new foul play. Top of the key. Guarded by Howe. Baseline. in the lane. Chambers, a beautiful fadeaway shot in the lane.
Very smooth player.
Excellent player. Blocking foul by number 4, Sean Sr., just into the game for Cherry Hill West. Sean's a fine pitcher for West on the baseball diamond. Replacing Marlon Nufable, Ed Emerly, number 11. Inbound. Henry for Mapp. Back to Henry.
40 seconds left.
Dribbles. Adler. Ball loose on the court. Pressure defense. Danny Carback. Dribbles towards the lane. Henry misses. Rebound by Brumbaugh. Ed Emerly brings up the
Look
court.
for West to play for the last shot here. They got 15 seconds.
Sean Sr., offensive foul.
Oh, big call, big call.
Sean's come in here and got 2 quick fouls. He's a real hack man.
8 seconds left. Plenty of time for East to get another basket before the timer goes.
Henry inbounds. Almost stolen by Sean Sr. Sean giving a real strong effort here in his 44 seconds of play.
It's good hustle. Takes off 2 seconds of the clock. Makes it that much tougher for East to pull out a basket here.
Long pass, Darryl Mapp. Rich Howe, jump shot, good!
Clutch basket.
And
clutch
that about
basket.
ends the quarter with the score. Cherry Hill West threatening to blow out the Cougars from Cherry Hill East, 49-37.
That last basket by Rich Howe was really clutch. They needed some kind of, they had to get some scoring before the end of the quarter there. They had to do something.
With that, I'll sign off. For Alan Zapp, I'm Eric Schwartz, turning it over to Jody Fisher and Mike Lindenbaum for 4th quarter action. Good night, everybody.
Okay. We're almost set for 4th quarter action. West is taking a 49-37 lead over the East Cougars. Before we begin, I'd just like to say hello to a couple people. One, Dennis Brake on the east side. Thanks for the Super Bowl party. And also Mo Nash, who didn't come to the game. Okay, and East inbounds. Carbach has the ball. Inside to Matt. Matt outside to Howe. Howe around to Carbach. East is down by 12. That's Glenn Adler with the shot. Rebound Matt. Strong over Moskovitz. Blocked by Moskovitz, but there was a foul. And the crowd didn't seem to like that. Seemed to get all ball. Mapp will be on the line. He'll be shooting 2, trying to get East back into the game with 7:37 left. And he misses the first. Matt buys the bucket for the second try. Coxon delivers. Is good. And West is down by 11. They barely get the ball in. Gonzalez speeds up the court. Good, and they're going to call the block. What a drive by Nate Gonzalez. Fouls on number 20, Glenn Adler, and he will have a chance for a three-point play.
The crowd is really being a factor in the second half. They're going crazy.
Gonzalez is having some second half. He's proving that he's an excellent leaper. And he'll have his chance for the three-point play. He gets it. And West goes up by 14, 52-38. Adler has the ball up high. Dribbles it around top. Over to Howe. Howe. It's a couple long-distance field goals. Glenn Adler. Inside. And back out. Tough defense by West. Playing a very, very, very sticky man-to-man. Karbach. Stolen by Neufabel. If he controls it. Scramble. Bodies are flying all over the place. And East comes away with the ball. Howe misses a wide open layup. And the crowd goes nuts. Chambers thought about three. Neufabel dribbles it around. Chambers outside. He looks to go inside. Holds it in. Out to Neufabel, who slows it down. Had some wild action here. Stolen by East. And they're going to call the foul on Gonzalez. Or rather, no, excuse me, they're going to call it on Karbach.
Or was it a backcourt? We are, as of yet, unsure. Neufabel inbounds to Gonzalez. Back to Neufabel. Dribbles up. Spins around. Stolen by
Glenn Adler.
Stolen by Adler, who gets fouled on the layup attempt.
Fouls on 55, Dave Cohen. And he will be given 2 shots. It's a very poor pass, which led up to that. 6 minutes exactly remaining in the fourth quarter. 52-38, West on top.
Adler gets ready for the first shot. Misses. He looks a little distraught there. He'll go to the line for a second shot.
A little out of focus there.
A little out of focus for both shots, it looks like. Neufabel dribbles down. Neufabel is quite a ball handler. He also transferred from East after his freshman year. Now Gonzalez with the ball up at the top. Dribbles down. Back out to Chambers. To
Cohen. Back to Neufabel at the top. Neufabel dribbles in. Off the leg of an East player. Out of bounds. West ball. Neufabel really has to be a good ball handler. He is probably always the smallest player out there, so.
Neufabel has a really good shot too, but he's just not aggressive enough.
Maybe that's because of his height. Anyhow, he dribbles around.
Passes back out to Gonzalez. Dribbles in. Layup attempt missed. Rebound by Jim Brumball. Out to Karbach. To Adler. Stolen by Cohen. Pass to Neufabel. Neufabel scores the breakaway layup.
That's his second breakaway layup.
Brumball inbounds to Karbach. Karbach dribbles now.
West is up 54-38.
Karbach pulls up for three. Off. Rebounded by Adler. Blocked by Moskovitz, but there's a foul.
Looks like he got a bit of the arm there.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. Timeout called by East.
With 4:40 left, Cherry Hill West dominating the second half. They're up by 16, 54-38. They are controlling the tempo, I would say. They're playing a tough defense.
Yeah, well, the crowd's really become a factor the second half. The crowd's primarily West students, so they're really cheering on the West players.
Sort of a West tradition to be rowdy after last year's glory season.
Well, hey.
And there you see Coach Don Murray, West Lions. His West team right now is 7-7 and must have a 500 record or above by January 31st if they intend to make the New Jersey State playoffs.
What?
So every game is very important, and they have some rough scheduling coming up.
They're playing a lot better than expected, considering they lost just about the entire varsity team of last year. That
But-
varsity team which won the South Jersey Group 3
Championship.
championship.
But remember, they still start 4 seniors. 4 seniors is a lot better than no seniors.
Yeah, but these seniors don't have the varsity experience, but looks
they
like they
have-
really know what to do out there. They're really keeping.
They handle
Keeping their
themselves
heads.
well. They really do.
Adler's at the line.
Looking to get East within 14.
There's that familiar chant by the crowd, traitor to Jim Brumball, but it doesn't look like it's bothering him tonight.
Well, maybe
Well,
it did bother-
maybe a little on that shot, but he looks pretty confident out there. He really wants to show the West coaches, what he can do. He was off on those two. Out of bounds, West ball. Substitution. Eric Henry comes in for Jim Brumball.
Looks like they're just trying to get Brumball back into the flow after his injury.
Moskovitz dribbles down, gives to Cohen. Cohen dribbles. Out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez dribbles around at the top. Out to Nufable. Fable down on the side. Passes it back out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez dribbles around the other side. Pass to Moskovitz. Layup, score.
Defense seemed to forget about Moskovitz there.
No, actually, I think West had a nice pick with Darryl Mapp. Then Darryl Mapp comes right back with a layup on the other side.
There you might have seen the scoreboard. 56-40.
Long
West,
pass
long pass.
down to Chambers, who misses the layup. Moskovitz follows it up, score. Carback dribbles down.
Moskovitz has really been
Intercepted by Gonzalez on the fast break. He scores the layup. Nice move, nice move. Oh, that was sweet.
And West takes a 20-point lead, 60-40.
Carback passes to number 14, back to Carback. Over to Eric Henry, back out to East shot missed, rebound Gonzalez, but a foul's called. Glenn Brumball and Glenn Adler both coming in the game for Moskovitz
And Howe.
and Howe.
And Howe. Ball inbounded inside to Henry. Shoots off a Brumball, miss.
Follows up Darryl Matt, misses. Follows up again, misses. This time Cohen with the rebound, dribbles down. Pass Almost taken by East. Brumball gets it score, but they call a double dribble. Oh, I don't know about that call. Schreiber and Emmerly come in the game for Nufable and Cohen.
That's Steve Schreiber, a junior, number 15.
Schreiber doesn't get a lot of playing time, but he's got a deadly outside shot. Let's see what he does with it. Darryl Mapp with the ball. Out to Carback. Score. It's a three-pointer. Nay Gonzalez accidentally brought the ball inbounds and then back out. So East regains the ball. Carback shoots. Off. Darryl Mapp with the rebound. Out of bounds on Darryl Mapp. It'll be West ball. Emmerly inbounds. Blocked out of bounds by East. Still West ball. Inbounded to Chambers. Long down-court pass to Brumball. Brumball takes it up. He's fouled on the shot attempt. He'll go to the line for two.
Fouls on 22, Dan Carbach. Four-year varsity player. Maybe three.
Brumball. Oh, he's off on the first shot. Looks like he's cooled down a little bit from his intensity.
Or maybe neither Brumball can hit
Look
his
at the
free throw.
concentration on his face. Scores the second one. He wanted that one bad. Adler dribbles down. Carback with the three-point attempt. Off. Brumball with the rebound. Long pass to Gonzalez. Scores the breakaway layup. Another nice move. Brumball is really dominating under the boards there.
West reclaims the 20-point lead, 63-43, with 2 minutes left in the ball game.
Carback with the ball. Over the top. Passes to Darryl Matt. Drives. Misses the layup. Back out to Carback. Looks like Gonzalez just fouled out of the game. He had a great game tonight.
Jason Chambers also comes out.
Gonzalez was definitely a key in West's 20-point lead tonight, 63-43 with 1:46 remaining in the game. Carback's at the line. Hits the first shot.
And looks like with 146, West is going to hang on for the victory. They have not lost here at home yet.
Carback hits the
they will
second
improve
shot.
their record at home to 6-0, including an
Emmerly
upset win at
inbounds
Paul VI.
to... Oh, Jimmy Delmar's in the game now. And John Martini. Jimmy Brumball intercepted the pass out to Adler. Out to Carback for three. Score! Pass down to Brumball. Glenn Brumball this time. Glenn passes it out to Jimmy Delmar. Delmar dribbles down. Delmar also a junior with a deadly outside shot. Foul called there.
West crowd seems to think it's over, and with the 15-point lead with 118, they probably are right.
You hear the familiar West goodbye chant while Jimmy Delmar's going to the line. He hits the first one. And the second one.
West goes up
He's inbound.
65-48.
Adler dribbles down. Almost stumbles, but regains his balance. Pass to Brumball, drives. Shoots, misses. Foul called on, I believe it's Steve Schreiber. No.
Daryl Mapp.
Foul
Fouls
called on Daryl Mapp.
loose ball foul. Looks like
Glenn,
looks like the battle of the Brumballs has been won by Glenn tonight.
Glenn's really dominating underneath, and he's going to the line again tonight for, I believe, the 4th time. He's been a little off from the line tonight, but his defense has been amazing. Daryl Mapp pulls up in the lane, scores.
Over Brumball.
Shriver inbounds to Martini, out to Delmar.
And there's less than a minute
Delmar
left.
dribbles
49
down.
seconds left.
Pass to Brumball with the left hand, misses. Daryl Mapp with the rebound.
Didn't hit
Adler
that shot in
passes
gym
down.
today either.
Carback for 3, way short. Jimmy Brumball grabs the rebound, pulls up. It was off, but a foul called on. We'll see who the foul was called on.
Steve
That
Schreiber.
was called on Steve Schreiber. Jimmy Brumball will go to the line.
34 seconds left. West up by 15, 65-50. West is fighting to make the state playoffs again in Group 4 after last year.
Jimmy Brumball hits the first shot.
After last year winning the Group 3 title.
Jimmy hits both shots. Jimmy's been getting most of the publicity out of the two Brumballs, but looks like Glenn's really shown what he can do tonight. Maybe he'll start getting some more press. Jimmy Delmar has it. Foul called on Jimmy Brumball. Delmar will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
And you might have seen the 24-second clock in your upper right-hand corner. And Delmar will go to the line again after sinking 2 free throws earlier. He'll have a try at 1-and-1.
24 seconds left in the game. West is up by 13. Looks like West really showed who's best tonight, huh?
East has had a lot of trouble since three-point
Substitution
gun.
for East, number 23 comes in.
East has had a lot of trouble since three-point gun.
Delmar hits the first one.
Glenn Foley.
Glenn Foley quit the team.
And
He
that's
was one of their top scorers. Delmar misses the second shot. Mapp with the rebound. Adler dribbles down.
And there you see the time in the upper right-hand corner.
Dan Carback has it. Shot fouled by
Sean Senior.
number 4, Sean Senior. We haven't seen much of Sean tonight, but he's a really solid all-around player. Carback at the line. Hits the first one. 14 seconds on the clock. West still has a 13-point lead. Make that a 12-point lead as Carback hits the second shot. Inbounds it to Delmar, to Martini. Martini dribbles down.
10 seconds left.
Martini pulls up. Back to Delmar. Delmar to Schreiber. Schreiber misses. Mapp with the rebound. And that's the ball game, folks. West really showed who's best tonight. Final score, 66-54. Cherry Hill West Lions over Cherry Hill East Cougars.
West seemed to dominate every facet of the game. Once we got past the first quarter, East took a quick lead. West came back rather quickly as the teams shake hands. Well, we billed it as the battle of the Brumballs, and it looked like Glenn came up on the winning side, and you might have seen the two of them hugging on the left side of your screen.
But doubtful. As the two teams shake hands as they leave the floor.
We'd just like to thank Mr. Hawes and Mr. Hampson and all the cameramen.
And that was some East students walking into each other. And there we see Jason Sunken on the screen.
And we'd like to thank everybody who made this broadcast possible, all the broadcasters from East, and Mike Lindenbaum, and myself, Jody Fisher from West. We'd also like to wish the best of luck to our normal broadcaster, Adam Arenton, who has his Harvard interview tonight.
That's right. Good luck, Adam.
The final score, once again, from Jonas C. Mars Gymnasium, Jones Gym, rather.
It was
West.
Cherry Hill West Lions 66, Cherry Hill East Cougars 54.
As you see on your screen right now. Thank you and have a good night.
Good night.
This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.